right, so your warm-up is basically going to be 30 seconds of what I call in and out squat jumps. Basically looks like a squat jump, but every other time your legs are going to be first in and then out and then in and then out. You're just going to do the same thing over and over for 30 seconds. If you want to do it with me in this video, I do it for 30 seconds here, so that might be an easy way to keep track of your time. And all I'm doing right here is just showing you a side view. You don't need to turn sideways when you do this. Once you're done with this exercise, you're going to go immediately into your first circuit and your first exercise in the circuit. They're called fire hydrants, and if you watch, you can probably guess why. Basically, you're going to get down on your hands and knees, and you're going to lift your left leg as high as you can up towards the ceiling. So you're going up and out. And when you do this, really make sure you're thinking about using your glutes to lift your leg and not your leg muscles, because this is a butt-targeted exercise. As you can see, I'm wearing a resistance band for this, but if you don't have one or you don't want to wear one for this exercise, that's okay. Basically, when you do this, you're going to do 8 to 12 reps on each side. Count your number so that you do the same amount of reps on both sides, and aim for that same number the next time you do the exercise. Next exercise is plank steps, and you're going to aim for 8 to 12 of these. First, go up into a plank position, so you're up on your arms, your body is straight, and you're up on your toes. And you're just going to alternate your legs, stepping in and then out, and then in and then out. Right leg steps in, right leg steps out, and the left leg follows. Obviously, again, for this, I'm wearing a resistance band. It basically just makes all of these exercises harder. But this will still be difficult even if you don't have a resistance band. Definitely a full body exercise. Next, we're going to do glute bridges, and you should aim for 15 to 20 of these. Start by laying on your back and scoot your feet a little bit towards your butt so that your knees are bent. And then you're going to use your glute muscles to push your pelvis towards the ceiling. Really focus on squeezing at the top. Here I have a resistance band around my knees, and I've also added a gallon of water, which weighs 8 pounds. And both of those things just make this a little bit harder. But again, you don't need either one of them to do this exercise. You may also notice that I actually have my hand on my butt, and what that's doing is it's just reminding me what muscles to use. It helps activate the glutes even better. And that completes circuit 1. You're going to take 30 seconds of rest once you finish it, and then you're going to go back and do it again, take 30 seconds of rest, and then you're going to go back and do it again. Those 3 exercises should be performed back to back to back. Then move on to your second circuit. For circuit 2, you're going to start out with Superman kicks, and you're going to do 20 to 30 of each. 2 different kinds of kicks. For the first kick, you're basically just going to go on your belly, pull the front of your body off the ground as much as you can, arms stretched out, and you're just going to do little swimmer kicks. Legs should be straight, and you should be lifting them off the carpet as much as you can. You should feel both of these in your butt. Second kick series, you can see I'm doing it here. Basically, you're going to have your legs again lifted off the ground as high as you can, and you're going to pulse them outward from each other. You don't need a resistance band to do this, but obviously I have one here. I'm using it around my ankles. Second exercise in this circuit is plank jump burpees, and I apologize in advance for these. They're definitely a full body exercise and pretty difficult. You don't have to do a million of these. You could do 5 to 10, but it's really however many you're able to do. You're going to jump up like a normal burpee. Jump up, get down into the plank position, do a push-up, and then you're going to jump your legs out and back in. Out, in, jump up, push up, legs jump out, back in, jump up, push up. If it's too hard to do a push-up, just go ahead and do a plank position for that part of the move. Standing straight leg kickbacks is the third exercise. Basically, you're going to stand up, make sure you're holding on to either the wall or a chair of some sort. I'm not using a resistance band for this. Just kicking my legs straight back while the other one is on the ground. 15 to 20 of these is a good rep range for this. Do the same amount on each side. So I started with my left leg, now I'm doing my right leg, kicking it back. You want to kick it back as high as you can get it. My son decided to join me for these. Again, for this exercise, really focus on squeezing at the top. You should be using your glute muscles for this. And that is it for your second circuit. So once you finish those 3 exercises, go back and do them again, back to back to back, 2 more times for a total of 3 rounds. And once you're finished with that, you can do 1 more exercise as sort of a finisher exercise. You can do the squat jumps in and out again. You can push yourself and try for 40 seconds this time, or you can do something else. And that is it. Go ahead and take a minute to stretch and do your own little cool down, and then enjoy the rest of your day.